All right, the pyrite. All right, the pyrite. The pyrite light. All right, the pyrite light. And it is. And you know what? This is interesting because it's a button lock. Lightweight, obviously, and why would they call that the Pyrite Light? But it's a GFN type of material and deep carry pocket clip, right or left hand. It's bigger than the standard Pyrite. So that's interesting, but also it's really inexpensive. Like 30 bucks, 29, it's under $30. Under $30 on Amazon. Here it is, $29.99. $29.99. It's got the world famous AR RPM 9. You know that what was I going to call it? It's already been kind of disproven. But the powder metallurgy, or should we call it spray form metallurgy steel? Although, hey, it's just a working man's steel, okay? And you know, it's $29.99. It's insane. Oh yeah, that's good. That's nice and sharp. Okay. Already, we're good with that. We are good with that. Definitely touch down on that. And it looks like this in the box. It's the 1945 BBU. Okay, BBU. Now, where did we pop this thing open at? On this side. So you get a zipper pouch for $29.99. Okay, and a microfiber cloth. Nice one, actually. And a sticker. Cool stuff. Okay, cool stuff. So you get all this stuff for under $30. Under $30. Oh my God. It's the race to the bottom, isn't it? Wow. You just wonder how they do it. So this, ergos are fine. You got this choil. Now we're good. We're up on it, right? Wow. I wonder how light is this Pyrite Light? All right. And what are you going to tell me, Mr. Pyrite Light? And I guess I could bring this down just a little. 2.8 ounces. Wow. Okay, get 79.7 grams. Here it is. Easy with the button. And where is that? Okay, so it's plunge like all the other button locks, or most of the other button locks, I should say, because some button locks are now in inverted liner lock, but this is not. This actually, the plunger right there is what interferes with the back of the blade, like most traditional button locks, and that's where she goes. And then you can finger flick, thumb flick, whatever you want, right? And yes, it is. Let me see how squishy it might be. Okay, get around here. Not as squishy as the bug out. Okay, not as squishy as the bug out. Bug out was pretty squishy. This is not that squishy. Let's grab this, and let's grab this. How thin are you? 0.42, that's definitely thin. 10.8 millimeters. And what do we got? 2.3 millimeter at 0.09. Is that thick enough? Hold on, let me just grab the little edge of this. Yeah, it's still 2.3 millimeter blade stock. But I guess you're trying to make it light, and you want to make it slicey. There you go. And what's all this hubbub? Okay, just the J1945. Okay. So that's what this is all about now. Whew, almost 3.5-inch blade. Isn't that something? Okay, so let's say 3.35 to 3.4, or anywhere almost to 3.5, but 87 millimeters at least, and 7 5/8 inches at 19.2 centimeters. So it's got some size to it, almost a 3.5-inch blade. Now, not cutting edge, but I mean to here, right down to here. So ergo's great. Grippy, yeah. Hey, coated blade, give it more corrosion resistance, but it's already a version of 9CR18, which is definitely a stainless. So there you go with that. But yeah, easy breezy, okay? CJRB. Boy, that's nice. The Pyrite Light, you know, because the regular Pyrite was like 3.1 inch blade. This is almost 3.5. It's definitely a bigger knife, which is nice. And God, so inexpensive. That's crazy, isn't it? I wonder if they're trying to get in there and compete with the Pyrite, the Best Techman line, you know, the Best Techman, you know, which is their ultra, you know, budget type stuff, or Sencut, which is below Civivi, you know what I'm saying? So something like that in there. Yeah, somewhere in there. But that'll work. This'll work. I think this would be a nice, light, easy carry. No tears if something happens to it, but super easy to carry. Reasonably decent to kick open. And like I said before, the ergos and reverse grip feel good. And there's your balance point. As button locks go, which we know they do, tend to have a little lighter detent on them. And this one I can snap out. But it's, it's not gonna fall out, but it's got a fairly light detent to it. So this may not be your bag of tricks if you can do that, okay? Yeah, I can snap it pretty good. That's another way to open it if you needed to. But I don't see it being dangerous. But you can snap it open. So the good thing is it gives you an easy way to kick it open, like with the thumb studs and reverse flicking. So personally, I wouldn't be that concerned about the detent, but there's some guys that want it a lot stronger. And if you do, then this is not your knife, or at least this particular unit that I've got my hands on. But to me, I don't find this to be a problem. I've got some crossbar locks that I can do this too. And some other button locks, I can do this too as well. So it is what it is. I got a button lock here, Civivi, hold on. Okay. I can do it if that's a little stiffer. Let's get a Kaiser out here. Yeah. This isn't a whole lot different. Okay. So, yeah, those button locks, this one I think is a little easier than both those are. So, just make note of that. And what do you think? Do we have ceramic bearings or stuff like that? So let's check it out. And you know what? Let me get my Todd Niven tool driver set out here. See if they're up for the task. Taking this little dog apart. And do we go back or do we go front? Which one? Well, apparently this starts coming out pretty quickly. So let's just go this way. Yeah, and this is the screw section here. So, and let me see, are these number 8s too? Yeah. Apparently they are. Okay, there's this. And there's this. Okay. These are not real difficult to unscrew, which is good. They're not just jacked in there really hard. And let's see if we've got any issues with that coming out. Nope. There's your presentation side. And then there's your liner. And no screws there either. So, is that going to come off easily or not? And if not, can we do this? Okay, we popped that there. And what do we got? Just trying to figure out if we got anything else interfering with this. Okay, probably just wiggled it off. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's the liner. All right, and then we've got ceramic bearings, and there's our plunger right here. There's our spring right there in this area. So there's the spring. Okay, so we good. And then we got bearings here, all right, that, and of course, yeah, this has a captured pivot, so that wasn't going to move regardless. So always don't put too much pressure on one way if it looks like it might open the other way. Just try them both, and I'm sure you'll find your way. But that's the disassembly. Okay, now we're back. CJRB Pyrite Light. And it's light. Light on the wallet, light on the scales, but it's right on the size, that's for sure. And it's definitely slicey. So this might be a good summer carry for you guys. Check it out. I'll leave the links below, and you guys stay sharp.